So there was a comment on my post from yesterday that makes me want to explain what I say at the end of each of my videos, saying keep oil in your lamps. And it was brought to my attention yesterday that maybe not a whole lot of Christians know what this means because, well, 90% of Christians do not read their Bible. So you don't know the parable of the 10 bridesmaids. Now, if you don't know the story of the 10 bridesmaids, it's in Matthew chapter 25, and it talks about how 5 bridesmaids were foolish and 5 were wise. And the foolish ones, they did not carry enough oil in their lamps, and the foolish ones, they asked the wise ones for some oil for their lamps to share. And the wise ones, they were wise and they did not share because they knew that the bridegroom would come unexpectedly, right? And so the foolish ones, they were told to go to the shops and get some more oil for their own lamps. But while they were gone getting oil for their lamps, the bridegroom came. So what I mean by keep oil in your lamps, when I say that, I'm encouraging you to be ready. Don't be foolish. Have oil in your lamps. Okay, so now let's go a layer deeper on that. So Jesus died at 33 years old, right? And we have 33 vertebrae in our spine. Now there's an oil that runs up and down our spine called the Christos oil. And every 28 days, it runs up our spine, and when it hits the nerve called the vagus nerve, it dies for 2.5 days, and then it resurrects on day 3. Now, some people might think that this is a little Kundalini-ish, maybe even pagan, and I know I'll get somebody in my comments, but I believe that when Jesus was here 2,000 years ago, that he was trying to enlighten us and teach us that we could be closer to our Christ consciousness and know that we were made in his likeness, made in his image. And see, this is why they removed Matthew chapter 17, verse 21 from the Bible, because he was trying to tell us that this could be done through prayer and fasting. And when we deny our fleshly desires of our body, that we can, through meditation, prayer, and fasting, we can connect to our Christ consciousness. And that's what I think they took away from us out of the Bible. So that's what I mean by keeping oil in your lamps, is through prayer, fasting, and meditation, we can get to our Christ consciousness. It also means staying ready for when the Lord comes back on a cloud in the sky, and we will see him. But he comes back like a thief in the night, and we don't know the day or the hour. God bless.